Welcome back. It's Thursday, and today we'll be talking about Liverpool being in the title race. We'll also be talking about the North London derby this weekend. Let's get into the conversation. We're late today, but
My bad.
few issues with coaching, training, and stuff. But let's get into it. Let's talk about Liverpool. Of course, right now we're not sitting in top four, and by this time last year we were kind of, we're kind of leading the table. We're almost, it was almost clear that these people might win the league, right? There was no
As at
doubt.
that time,
At that time, there was no doubt
are
on.
you sure? Have you welcome me.
I feel like as at 2024 November, I don't think people felt like we weren't in shape to win the league. I feel like
At
2024
2010,
November, we
nobody
felt.
was sure. No one was sure yet.
I think people were sure because
Yeah, sure.
2024 November we had not really, we're topping the table as at
We're
2024
topping the
November.
table, but everyone was just like, could Liverpool win it?
No, but it became more clear that okay, these guys are
It
title
was
contenders.
towards February that people now said, Liverpool might win this title.
You don't think by 2024 November it became more clear that we
Kingsley,
were going to be title
I, I
contenders?
I remember
Maybe not
that,
even winning the league. I mean,
yes,
even title
you were
contenders. Because
contending at that time, actually.
but remember,
Yes.
like coming into the season last season,
Yeah.
people didn't think we were going to come into last season being contenders because we
Yeah,
just
because
had
no one
change.
was sure of your coach.
Exactly.
What
That's
they
what I'm trying to
expect,
say. So
right?
by
Yeah,
November, people were sure
yeah,
that yes, okay, these
yeah,
guys are for real.
yeah. They're
They are actually
serious.
top of the table
But
title
I
contenders.
think there were still a lot of doubts then. You know why? Because people started making references to Klopp. Oh, Klopp too was topping the table at this time last year. Oh, like at this time 2 years ago. Right? Oh, what would happen? We're not sure. I hope they don't slip up. So I think people were just curious. Would Liverpool slip up? Would Liverpool
Was
slip
the
up?
doubt as much as
Now, no,
the doubt that people have with Arsenal and Arteta of them bottling the league, they were topping the table?
no,
Exactly.
no,
I don't think it was that much,
no. The
but
doubt was not that crazy, but the doubts were there,
of
right?
course, people will always have doubts, right? But then I think for us, when you compare where we are this season compared to last season, of
Mm.
course, I don't really see us being title contenders, right? I already said it. I think our major focus is to get into top four. But let's answer the conversation
So
of
survivor,
yeah, but let's dive.
you need to survive.
We need to survive. I think that's where we are at. But then let's dive into that conversation if we
Yeah,
see Liverpool as title contenders. What do you think?
I think first of all we start from how many points do you guys have?
Mm-hmm.
How many points are you off the table?
Mm-hmm.
Right
Off the top of
now,
the table.
yes, now to be considered as, or let's say hypothetically, on the norm, if you get 90 points, you have a chance of winning the title.
Mm-hmm.
You agree, right? So
Most likely, yeah.
how many points does Liverpool have now?
We have
Liverpool, how many
18
more games?
points.
How many more games?
We have 30,
You've played
27 more
11,
games.
27.
27,
So 27
27
more
more games.
games.
Yeah.
18
18
minus
points.
18 minus 90 is what? 18 minus 90, that's almost, I would say 72.
72, yeah.
So 72 divided by 3, this is some heavy maths. 72 divided by 3, that's about 24 games. So
Thereabout, yeah.
24 games out of 27 games. It means that you cannot drop more than 9 points between now and the end of the season.
That's simply that's impossible.
Okay, you've
That's
answered it
impossible.
yourself. So that's it.
telling the team that we have right now that we can't drop more than
No,
nine
but
points.
Kingsley, you remember
That will mean not dropping
you
more than
guys,
9 points means you lose. Okay, you have to factor in some things.
but it's possible. You
You
guys
lose to
can.
Arsenal at the Emirates. That's taking 3 points off 9.
Okay, okay. But
You
must it be
lose.
loose? Must it be loose?
No. But
It
it's
can
going
be
to be.
draw.
There's a chance that we might not win Arsenal at the Emirates. But let's say we lose
Okay.
to Arsenal at the Emirates.
Okay.
That's 3 points gone out of the 9. That's 6 points left. So
Mm.
it means in
You can draw
you
3
can
games
only
and lose
drop.
1. You can draw 3 games and lose 1.
Draw 3
That's
games,
9.
lose 1.
That's still 9 points.
That's tough. That's tough.
But it's
With the form
possible.
that we have, is tough to
It's
draw.
possible.
Anyways, It's very possible, but it's tough.
Out of 28, out of 27 games, it means that you guys will probably need to do 9 games straight. Then you have one loss. 9 games.
9 games straight win,
Then
one loss. Yeah,
that's the only way.
yeah, that's the only
Or
way.
8 games straight, rather, within 8 games, 8 games straight, then they lost. They say for Liverpool to win the league, then they have to maintain unbeaten for the rest of their home games, in my opinion. Yes, that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
So
the rest of our home games have to be
you have
unbeaten,
to
which means
win
we have to
every
beat
single
Nottingham
team.
Forest.
Yeah,
We
win
have to we
every
have to beat
single, yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
I mean, we've
Not
already beat
just
Arsenal.
not
We've
just
already beat
unbeaten,
Arsenal, right? We've
not
already
just
beat.
unbeaten. It has to be wins.
It has to be a win. Yes, it has to be a
So
win.
you talk
Even
about that's almost like 13 games or 14 games. You must win all 14 at home. Then probably default when you go away. So all 14 must be in the bag. 14 straight wins at home.
that's
Do you
tough.
get? To
Because if
me,
you
if
look
you
at the
ask
matches
me,
that we have, I don't know if we
yeah,
can do that.
at
If you
home,
look at the matches that we have, like the matches that we have coming, I don't think it's something that we can, like going on the run, unbeaten run. I don't know if
what
it's
match,
something that
what
we can do.
matches does Liverpool have?
We have Forest. We can win Forest. We
Mm-hmm.
can win West Ham. We can
Mm-hmm.
win Sunderland at Anfield. We
Mm-hmm.
can win Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
Brighton. We can
You
win
can beat
Brighton at
Brighton.
Anfield.
Yeah.
Tottenham away, tough game, right? But it's winnable. We can try our best. But if you look at our home
Yeah.
games coming up, Wolves, Leeds, we
Mm.
have Arsenal at the Emirates, Burnley.
Mm.
Burnley, all these games are at home, we can win,
Mm.
but it's tough. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but I
But
just.
AB is right though. Like not
Mm.
necessarily wins, like
Mm.
just unbeaten, you
Mm.
know, and then win some away games.
No, but if you look at it, your home turf is
Mhm,
where you have to take advantage and really get all those 3 points. To me, you have to do 14 home wins.
mhm.
Your home form has to be crazily crazy. Then
Yeah,
the remaining 13 games away. That's what you guys did last season. You won practically almost every game at home, except maybe the Nottingham Forest game that you lost, and maybe
yeah,
Crystal Palace that you drew. The rest you won them, right? If I'm not
yeah.
wrong,
I mean, we
you won
won.
most of them
We definitely won a lot of games. For us to even like we started losing really like
towards the end of the season
this year. If I'm being
this
honest, we
year.
started losing this year really. But I would say
Mm,
by this time last year, we
mm,
were not really losing. We only lost like once, and I think that was to Nottingham Forest.
mm.
So comparing what we did last year to this year, tough. See, they cannot have 14
Exactly.
home
So
wins
that's what we are
everywhere.
saying.
It's not this
So maybe
Liverpool.
that's what we are saying. Not this Liverpool. That's what
Well,
we're saying.
let's not
So
say we're speaking too soon. You don't know what to happen, right? You don't know what to happen. Well,
this one,
last year we didn't have all home wins in the league. We lost to Nottingham Forest at home. So
one. So
yeah,
one loss at home, then like 2 losses away.
it was 2 losses away, right? Was it like
No,
three?
no, I mean from the remaining 27 games, it means that you have to win 13 at least. Then out of the 13, the ones that are 13 away, you have to win at least 12. Away matches are so difficult. They are difficult. They
We're
are
like eight
extremely
points away
difficult.
from 8 points away from Arsenal. So
If you ask me,
this league is not ours.
yes,
It's not ours.
realistically, you guys are not in the title race.
It's not ours. We're not in the title race.
I know people will say, "Oh, it's too early, it's too this, it's too that." But brothers and sisters,
It's tough to say that we have, but we'll
as
see.
much as you are waiting for the person on top to default, there are other people also waiting there. Man City is waiting.
Mm,
Chelsea is waiting. Arsenal will not slip up. Then Man City will slip up. Then Chelsea will slip up. 3 teams at the
mm.
same time. That's impossible. I don't think that will ever happen. That will be like the biggest miracle. He said only Arsenal can get 14 home wins this season.
But that's true.
Oh my
That's true. You
god.
think about it,
With,
that's
with
actually
their
true.
with their with their mother's defense.
That's actually true.
Oh
Um,
my god. That's crazy.
it's tough. It's tough. But the situation we're in now, for
Mm,
me personally, if you ask me,
mm,
Kingsley at
mm.
Liverpool in the Premier League title race, I
What
would
would
say
you
no.
say?
I'll say
I'll
no.
say I'll s-
I know people will say, let me say, but I know people will say it's
mm.
too soon because if you think about it, we're 2 points away from Chelsea, right? In
Chelsea
third.
is what third.
Yeah, Chelsea's third
Okay.
with 20 points. We're
Yeah.
2 points away from Chelsea.
Yeah.
In third, we're 4 points away from City. We're
Mm-hmm.
8 points away from Arsenal. It's really not that far away because with from
How
eighth
many
position to
points?
second position
How many points are you away from City?
is
3 points.
points.
4. Oh, so
So
so realistically, second is not an issue. Third is not an issue. The
so
issue
so
is first.
realist so really actually even 8 points is not that crazy given the
It's
amount of
hard.
games that we have in this season. It's not that crazy to imagine us getting there. But the only reason
There
why
are other teams there.
let me just
Mhm.
say the only reason why I feel
Yeah.
like we're out of this race is
Mm.
because of the instability that we have in the team.
It's
Right,
too much. It's
is
just too
not
much.
the team is
Yeah.
not looking stable enough and consistent enough to really chase after this league
Mm.
title. I think our major focus should be top four. We should
Mm.
just focus on getting ourselves back to that consistency of getting wins consistently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting back to that level where people coming to Anfield, they are scared to play us at Anfield because it might be
Yeah.
a loss, right? Because people coming to Anfield now, I don't think they will
Mm.
be that scared,
Scared of what?
given what has happened so far this season. I don't think they'll be that scared to play us at Anfield,
I don't
right?
think
Although
so.
we were able to beat Real Madrid at Anfield, beat Aston Villa at Anfield, I want us to see us consistently beat these teams at home. And
Mm.
when we go away, I want to see us consistently try not to lose those games, right? Even if there are games where it's looking like we might not
Mm.
win, at least let it be a draw.
Yeah.
Because it seems to be a thing where Arsenal, when it looks like they might not win, it might end up being a draw. So
Worst case.
hopefully we can do the same thing. So that's what I'm thinking about. That's why I'm hoping, like, yes,
But if you ask me, and like
top
based
four,
on
not
what we
title
know,
race.
you
Mhm.
guys are not in the title race. You are in the top 4 race. That's why you can
Well,
mention.
you can't
Yeah.
really say, according to numbers, you can't really say
Mhm.
we're out of this title race.
You are
According to
out.
numbers, we've seen it before. We've seen it happen before where Arsenal had an
Kingsley.
8 point gap. City came and they
But
still won the league. We've
yes, but
seen this
not
before.
okay, Kingsley. You know why I say you are not in the title race? The reason being that even if Arsenal sleeps, Man City would not sleep, and Chelsea would
So
not sleep.
you believe that City are back.
City are chasing. City are more in the title race than you guys. You guys
Of
are not in the
course,
title
of
race.
course.
You guys are in the top 4 race because you have to finish in top 4. But title race, you are not.
Mm.
And your manager has considered defeat already. He said, remember his last press conference, he said, "Oh, we shouldn't be talking about the title race, right? We should be talking about game to game. How do we get better and how do we push towards the top?" So he's saying, forget about title race. We just need to finish in top 4.
It's in steps. You have
Yeah.
to think of it in steps. The first step is getting to
Mm.
top four because that's
Mm-hmm.
important. You don't want to fall out of top four. The
Mm-hmm.
second step is, okay, now that I'm in top four,
Mm-hmm.
where can I finish within top four? Right? It's
Mm.
in steps, but we cannot skip to step two when we've not done step one. Step one is we're not in top four.
Mm.
We are 2 points. We are what? We are a point out of top four,
Top
which is
4
not that. A point out of top four
is
is not that
nothing.
far.
Is nothing. Is
If we
nothing
win a
actually.
team, if Nottingham Forest come, we beat Nottingham Forest like 3-0, 4-0, we can get into
Mm.
top four. We can.
Yes. Yeah.
We actually can, right? Depends on how Sunderland play, but in terms of goal difference, okay, Spurs goal difference is actually better than us.
A lot.
Spurs and Villa, their goal difference is actually Spurs, Villa, their goal difference is actually better than us. But if we win, depending on how
Mm.
Sunderland play, we win, we can push ourselves closer to the top. Maybe not automatically jump into top four because it depends on how all the other teams play, right?
You
Depends
do.
on how Villa play, how Spurs play, how Sunderland play. But we win, we get a very good win against Nottingham Forest. We push closer to the top. And then when we
Mm.
finally are consistently getting those wins to be in
Mm.
top four, we can now
Yeah.
open that conversation more and say, okay, now that we're in top four, can we
Mm.
push for this title? How far are we away from the top? Right, from the top of the table. I think it's in steps. But our priority right now is top
Mm-hmm.
four.
Okay, good.
No, that's what
Because
I'm
it,
just trying to break it down. Like, we cannot just realistically throw that idea away and say you're no longer in title race. You've lost it's too early to say who the champion is. It's too early to have that
Anyway,
conversation.
life is very funny, but we've played 11 games, right? And you just see the trend, right? The teams that are stable, to be honest with you, currently is
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal and Man City. Man City is fairly stable, but Man City is stable. Arsenal is stable. Do you get Chelsea? No, not really. Liverpool? No. Right. So that's why AB said with this current Liverpool, form matters too, right? And it's the Premier League. The way the Premier League now is, those middle teams like Sunderland, Bournemouth, all these guys. Dara is saying Liverpool will not continue to be this bad. Plus, new signings are on the horizon.
Yeah, you can't
Maybe
really
new
say.
maybe new signings make a difference.
You can't
Like
really
like
say.
you get
Okay, what
Semenyo,
happens if we get
Semenyo in January.
Semenyo? We get Semenyo, and
Mhm.
certain players start picking up form.
But
The
you need a
team starts
defender too.
becoming starts becoming more stable. We start
Mhm.
getting these wins at home. You never
Mhm.
can like you talk about Arsenal, like Arsenal are promise. What if this Arsenal without Gabriel just don't work? What if Mosquera is making mistakes, or
We would see we would, we would see
Enkampe is
this
making
weekend.
mistakes? You know, you get
This
what I'm no,
weekend.
but you get what I'm saying. What if
I get what
Enkampe
you're
is
saying.
just not good enough? Right? We might be saying, oh yeah, he was a starter in Leverkusen, he was a starter center back in Leverkusen, whatever. But
Mm.
Gabriel, you cannot deny how solid Gabriel is,
Is for their team.
right?
Yeah.
What if they just it just doesn't work for them? What if
Mm.
they get into this London derby and then they're surprised they draw that game? They move on to the next game, they draw again. Move on to the next game, they drop points, they drop points.
If
You just
that
can't
game,
tell.
if that game is in their house, they are not drawing it. They are beating Spurs comfortably.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't tell. You really can't
Okay, we
tell.
can't
These
tell.
players.
No, we
We
can't.
watched a game where Mosquera made a mistake, and
Yes,
what
Ateta
did
pulled him
Ateta
off.
do? He pulled him off and brought in Saliba.
Pulled him
This
off.
happened in the where did which
Yeah.
game? Do you remember that game? Where the game was? Where you remember where that game was at? St James's Park. That was St James's Park,
Mm. Oh
Newcastle.
yes. I remember.
He brought in
Yes,
Saliba. What did
yes,
Saliba do?
yes.
You remember when we had the watch along and we
Yeah,
said
yeah. We're
Saliba was
shouting.
there to block the keeper, and that was what led to
Yes,
them scoring. That
scoring.
was a
Yeah.
game that they could have dropped points. They could have drawn that game
True.
if
But
Newcastle would not have found a way to win.
Dara has a point here. We've always been saying, one of the things I've been saying is about
Anything
Man
can
City's
happen.
Haaland. Haaland is too important. You take out Haaland from that city, then
Take
instability
out
comes in.
Haaland, shut down
Yeah.
Doku, nothing for them. Literally.
If you take out Haaland, who is the Oh my God! Say if Haaland got injured, you wouldn't be talking about stability. Anything can happen. Yes. Odogo is saying, no, Ikena is saying, he says, see Chelsea fans dissecting my team. I laugh in Saskatchewan.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I
Oh my
still
days.
feel,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, guys, like I still feel that it's
Mm.
too early for us to talk about
Kingsley.
who is completely out of this title race. Look at let's look at based on numbers. Based on I know we want to look at trends and everything. Based on numbers, it's still
Okay,
too early to have that
I'll
conversation.
ask you this question. Dara is saying Doku is inconsistent. I agree. I'll ask you this question. Now, as last season, how many points did you use to win the league? 85?
Like about 80 something, yeah, like
Okay,
85.
good. So this season, I'll just ask you, do you think a team a team would get 90 points to win the league? Do you think so?
Like this is the season that somebody
I'm
will get
I'm
90
just
points.
saying, do you think this season
I don't think so.
you don't think so?
I
Why
don't
don't you
think
think
so.
so? Because teams are picking up points from each other.
Yes, because of the
Okay.
balance. I think this title race will be one of the most competitive. It could be one that
Okay.
where it finishes
So
with like a point or so.
okay, so
It could be one of those type of
so
races.
to be very close. So
It will be a close one. I feel like.
let's push down the ceiling. Let's push the
Mhm.
ceiling down to what was last season, 85.
Yeah.
Okay, let's push it down to 85. Even at 85 currently, if you ask me, it's extremely difficult for Liverpool to still get 85 points. Because you just mentioned it, the league is competitive. Teams are picking up wins from each other. The people that are most likely to get 85 points currently is Arsenal and Man City.
I see your points. That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair. I see
because
your point.
if we come from the argument that no one
Mm-hmm.
will get 90 and the league is more difficult, which I agree. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? So Liverpool themselves cannot get 85 points because of what you just
No,
they
no, there's no cannot. Cannot is
okay,
not the right word
it's
to
hard,
use.
it's
Difficult.
difficult
Yes, I
for
agree.
Liverpool to get that 85 points. It's even hard,
100%.
it's hard for Arsenal and Man City, but yes, it's
Exactly. Like
difficult
that,
for
like it's
every
difficult for
but the
anything.
most likely people to get that 85 point currently is Arsenal and City.
Keyword there is most likely. That
Yes,
doesn't
most
mean
likely.
most likely. That's the
It doesn't
keyword.
mean will. It
Which
doesn't
means that
mean
it
will.
doesn't mean will, which means there's a
Yes.
chance that they might
Yes.
not even,
Yes. Even
right?
I don't want to put
85
my
points,
club.
85 points is difficult for any team to get in this
It
league
is. It is.
with how everybody is moving, right?
Mm,
Because one thing I really wanted you to really want you to understand is
mm.
26 points, right? That Arsenal have right now. 22
Yeah.
points to City, 20
Yeah.
points to Chelsea. The next person after that, Sunderland 19. Next person from fifth all the way to 9, all
Mm.
18 points, right?
Huh?
And then
Serious.
yes,
5 to 9.
from 5 to 9, all 18 points. What separates them is goal difference. And then when
Wait.
you see,
Sunderland is fourth. 19.
yes, 19,
Fifth to ninth is 18 points.
18 points.
Oh
Number
my
10 is
days.
17 points, right?
Oh
So
my
top 10,
days.
what is really the gap between top 10? The gap between top 10 from number 10, right? From
Mm,
number 10 to number 3 is a 3
mm.
points difference.
Oh, that means if you lose,
That
boom.
means that means every
You
game has become more critical now than ever
than
for that
ever
top 10. The top 10 is closer, is to me is so
closer.
close that if
Okay.
you make a
So
mistake, you
maybe
slip,
maybe
the table can
85,
shift.
85 points become even more difficult for any team.
It becomes really
Yeah,
difficult, right?
for
Because if you look
everybody.
at how competitive top 10 the top 10 is, it's crazy.
Mm,
Even Brighton, they're not in top 10, right? Brighton, they're in 11th position and they have 16 points, which means
and that's not
the
bad.
gap, I've not even finished. Brighton has 16 points.
Yeah.
Brentford, they are 12, they have 16 points, which means from 12, the 12th position, right?
Mm,
From 12 all the way to third position, which
mm.
Chelsea, let's just do top four. From 12 to 19,
Fourth.
19 fourth, which is 19 points. What's the difference?
3.
3 points. Yes, it's a 3 points game to get to top four
Eh,
from 12.
shit. That means if you lose one, boom.
If you lose one, you're cooked, right? So you look at the table, you look
Wow.
at how close the table is
I see
from,
what Dara is saying. I see what Dara is saying.
yeah,
Yeah, getting
you look at how close the table is all the way to
down.
even 13, even to
Yeah, yeah.
Everton. Even
So
Everton, Everton
even
have 15 points.
Liverpool being in 8 means nothing. It's
It
actually
means
nothing.
nothing at this point.
Yeah,
It means
yeah, it does.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
The,
Because of
the, the
how
table
close,
is so open.
the table is.
Because of how
Yeah,
close
yeah, yeah.
it's
Yeah, honest.
I'm telling you, see,
Yeah.
it is game on right now. It's game on for
And
anybody.
the thing now is that
Arsenal just have
Tottenham has 18 points, right?
Tottenham have 18 points. One thing
So
I wanted to okay,
if
one thing
if
I just wanted to say is
yeah,
the only thing is Arsenal have room for error because they are 8 points away
from
from us, and they are a lot of points away
6 points
from
from City, right?
they are not 6 points, 26 minus 22. That's what,
4.
yeah. So it's
4
4
is
points.
nothing. It's really close. Oh my
It's
god.
what a game and
Oh.
one lose and one draw,
Oh
right?
my
Or even two losses and
gosh.
you're
Oh
done.
my
If
god.
they lose to Spurs, that
They will
reduces to
not lose.
1 point.
They will not lose to
No,
Spurs.
but you see how critical that derby is.
But Man
You lose to
City goes to
Spurs.
Newcastle.
You lose to Spurs, City win is a 1 point game. It's
Okay,
a 1 point gap.
Man City lose to Newcastle, Arsenal wins. What happens? 7 points gap. Which can happen.
Still, it can happen, but still, that's not even a big enough gap. That just gives Arsenal room for error. All Arsenal is buying
True.
now is
It's
room for error because we all know that
that time they will need it
they will
towards the
need
end.
it when it
Yeah.
comes. They will need
And
it when it comes
I
because
think for Arsenal, I think the room for error, they will need at least 10 points.
well,
They will need 10 points, Kingsley, because if Man City clicks into get, they can do 14 games straight or 10 games straight. And that will put Arsenal off. Do you get what I'm saying? Ikena is saying, say when Arsenal starts to falter and City loses Haaland for 4 months. Why are you putting us in this discussion? Ikena, why? They say, and Caicedo starts to stagger like a drunk man. we shall be here talking again. I've said it several times. Caicedo is the engine room of Chelsea. You pull that guy out.
hmm.
We're like a walking dead team that is walking dead. I'm
I
serious. We
just
have no team.
I'm reading what Ikena is saying. Like
Yeah.
it means something for the title. 8 points gap is nothing. It only means nothing for top four. Even though we are here waiting for Arsenal to fall, that we might wait until we grow old. I think
Bro,
what you're saying
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
terms
yeah.
of
That
like
makes sense.
we can't hope that
You have to
Arsenal
focus
will
on
falter. You
your
have to
own
focus
form.
on you and
Your
yourself.
own form.
But
Yeah.
one thing I do want to point out is
Yeah.
Arsenal, right? They have the squad depth. They are the most stable team, but
Mm.
that doesn't mean that they can't lose. They lost at Anfield. They almost lost at Old Trafford. They did almost
Almost,
lose.
but they did not.
It was a tough game. They've had some games where they managed to get away with, right? Which
Mhm.
is normal. There are some games that are just tough. You just have to
Okay,
see
I'll
through.
ask you this question,
It
Case.
might not be easy for them to
When
go away at City.
when Man City comes, just me thinking, when Man City comes to Anfield, do you think they are going to win that game?
They are not going to win that game.
Exactly. So it's the same thing,
They are not going to
right?
win that game.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They are not going to win. Ferraz, welcome. They are not going to win that game, which is still the same thing as Arsenal did not win. So just look at it. It's going to be balanced at the end of the day. I think, to me, one of the things that is most important is when you are at home. The
Mhm.
only mistake Arsenal has done this season, if you ask me, do you know the only mistake?
What's the mistake?
Drawing to City at home is the only mistake. They've done well. They've done everything that they should do as a team. They've done it right. They lost at Anfield. You can lose at Anfield.
They
It's
could
fine.
have lost that game.
Yes.
That's one thing I'm
Uh,
trying to tell you. Like you're acting like Arsenal cannot lose games. They
no, no, I'm
can.
not saying they cannot lose. What I'm saying is that that's one of the biggest
That was
faults.
they were lucky.
Yes,
They were lucky.
falter.
They were lucky
Yes,
that
this
Martinelli
season.
scored that. Anything
Yeah.
that made Martinelli play that ball, Donnarumma was in the right position to punch it away. They were losing that game. Oh yeah, I know it's you, F. I know it's you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the full tag for some reason full tag I started showing
Wow.
for us. Yeah, I don't know why, but
Okay,
maybe it's
okay.
just a new update. But then
Maybe.
at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you is that was a game that they could have lost. City
They
were
could have they could have lost that game actually.
so
Because of
even though I like to hype and I know I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate with the way I'm talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
things,
yeah.
but I just want to make things more realistic that
Mm.
now that injuries can play a part in these teams,
Injuries have
squad,
already started.
yes, injuries are playing a part. Squad depth or not, anything can happen.
You,
Anything can happen,
you know
right?
my belief. You know,
This Spurs
yeah.
game that they are going to play at the Emirates is a
Will
good
make
litmus test to their squad depth.
understanding exactly. So now you know what my thinking is. My thinking is every single team in the league, especially those that are going for the title, are going to pass through their own tribulation in
Mhm,
terms of that injury, right? Arsenal are going to, they've just started theirs now,
mhm,
where their key people, the key people are missing.
mm,
They have to survive without Gabriel for 2 months. That's a huge loss. There's nobody that wants to tell me that, oh, Gabriel, they have replacement. You can have 1,000 replacement, but your first team player, trusted player, is still your trusted player.
yeah.
Any day, anytime. Right? So they are going to go through that tribulation for 2 months.
Mhm,
If they do well, they stand a chance. Now, Chelsea, I'll put myself there because people don't realize this. We're playing without Cole Palmer,
mhm,
right? Cole Palmer is one of our biggest creators in
mm,
our team. It feels like most of the time without him, although Enzo has stepped up, he's struggling with injuries. Without him, it feels like there's really no creativity and there's no special thing about Chelsea apart from Caicedo,
mm,
who is preventing us from conceding. Do you
mhm,
get? So we too, Esugo is injured. We too are passing through hours now. People have not seen that. Lavia
mhm.
is still struggling, right? If those guys come back at once, is a different ball game, right? City themselves have not gone through theirs.
Of injuries, right?
They've not.
Losing critical people too,
They've
right?
not. They've not.
Apart from like Rodri, but Rodri really Nico
Rodri is not
Gonzalez is covering up
critical.
well,
Yes, they've not. But
right?
you talk about yes, Arsenal. But you talk about Haaland. I'm imagining Haaland not even
While
being around
Martinelli is injured,
again. No,
is he injured?
Odegaard is back. I think Odegaard is back.
He said the following will not play versus Tottenham: Gabriel Jesus. Gyökeres,
Obviously,
Havertz,
Madueke.
Madueke, Martinelli, Odegaard.
Yeah.
ABC,
Um,
did you say there's no creativity at
I say
Chelsea?
it seems like there's no creativity. There's nothing. Maybe what I'm saying is that there's no. How do I say that?
Mm,
There's nobody that. There's no magician in the team, right? Some games where you just need someone to do something different, out of the box stuff. I don't feel we
mhm,
have that person. We can call Fernandez, but Fernandez is predictable. Do you get what I'm saying? The only person that is really doing is impressing me as a person and as a fan is Caicedo.
mhm,
Do you get what I'm saying? That is really giving performance that like wow, but he's actually keeping the middle stable, preventing us from conceding. Do you get? But we're talking of going forward. Do you get what I'm saying? Going forward, scoring goals, creating for other people, right? So Chelsea, I think we are going through ours now, because when
mhm.
Cole Palmer comes back, it's going to be different. I'm telling you, it's going to be different. People don't believe, but it's going to be different, especially if he's on form. Even if we get half of the Cole Palmer, we know we're okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Then you talk about Arsenal is going through theirs now. Chelsea is going through theirs. City, nothing yet. Liverpool, I don't know whether to say you guys are going through yours. Your own tribulation is different. Your own is from your manager trying to figure out the different puzzles and Legos that he's been given. He has
I
too,
think this
he has
international
too many,
break was
he has too many toys to play
this
with. That's the
international break
problem.
is a good time for him to like take a break and figure it out. You know, take a break and
Yeah,
actually try to find out, okay, how can I make this team more, solid than
yeah,
ever before.
yeah,
This is a good time for him to really take a break and lock in. So
yeah.
coming back, I really hope no, not even like I really hope. I think it's very, very important that we come back and
Mm,
we beat Nottingham Forest. I don't think we should come back and draw to Nottingham Forest, come back
that will
and
not be good.
struggle to win Nottingham
No,
Forest.
that will not
I don't,
be good.
that's
That's not a good
completely
sign.
unacceptable. We
No.
should come back and we should be winning Nottingham Forest. That's what I expect to
Yeah.
happen. But we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, we're going to focus back on Liverpool being in the title race.
Mm,
For me specifically, that should not be our focus right now. That should not be our priority right now. I agree with us just focusing on getting back to top four. I think
mm,
that's the most important thing for me. We won the title last season.
mm.
Arsenal, they are favorites to win the title.
Title. Yeah.
That doesn't mean they will win the title.
Title. Yeah.
But in my own opinion, if they are the favorites to win the title, let them win the title. Who gives a damn?
And let's move on.
I just don't want to be out of top four.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I care about. I just don't want to be out of top four. Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of this North London derby now, like how do I say it now? How big is the North London derby? How big
For
is
us
it
now,
for us now? How big is it?
I mean, when you look at the injuries that they are facing,
Mm.
this North London derby is a bit
It's
bigger
bigger
than
than
we
we
it's a
expect.
bit bigger than we expect
Yeah.
because this is a test, like I said, a test to see really what this
Mm.
Arsenal squad depth is about. Because the key guys that
Mm.
help them in very, very clutch moments, they
Are
are
those
simply not there.
they are injured? Yeah.
They are injured, right?
Mm.
So Gabriel not being there, their striker that they've always wanted,
Mm.
Yokeres not
It's
being
not
there.
around. Yeah.
Those are two big misses. Madueke is not there. That's a
Havertz will be
miss,
back soon.
right?
Odegaard too.
So
Mm.
Havertz, Odegaard, I don't think they are fit to play that game, right? Hence the list that
Yeah.
F dropped, right? So those two guys, these
Mm.
guys that I've mentioned being missing, missing from the team,
Mm.
it's an issue, right?
Big,
But
big
then
issue.
it's
Mm.
an issue, right? It's
Yeah.
an issue. But then they have the squad depth. We've been talking about this, right? Arteta's not stupid. He got
Mm.
in Campe, he got Mosquera, he
Yeah.
got that defensive depth because
Mm.
he understands that he doesn't want to be exposed defensively,
Mm.
especially given that he's going for a title. He needs to be solid. He needs to make it difficult for people to score him, right?
Yeah.
So hard to score Arsenal. But then if you remove the pillars of that defense, really, and you
Mm.
replace it with other people that are
Yeah.
expected to be just as strong as those pillars. If it's shaky, then that's a problem. The house might
Easily.
fall down.
I will
The
tell you
project
one. I will.
might end up being shaky.
Yes. I was about Dara. Funny that I was about saying it. I said we're all focusing on Arsenal, Tottenham, right? But
No,
we're
but that's
for
what you asked me now. You asked
yeah,
me if
yes,
City
yes.
is not
No,
being
no,
there.
no. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not trying to push this conversation towards City. We it feels like this injury and everything has made it blown out and
But it's
bigger.
pressure, right? It's pressure.
Yes.
It's
But now we
pressure.
forget that City is going to Newcastle.
But before we talk about City Newcastle, if I'm
Yeah.
Spurs, which I don't even know if Spurs will take this game serious, but if I'm Spurs, this is the time for me to be lethal. This is the time for me to be dangerous, right?
Mm,
This is the time for me to take advantage of this weakness that they are
mm.
somewhat facing. Whether we'll find
Who
out whether or not if we'll
who
find
is
out whether
that?
or not if this is a weakness or not.
We
Arsenal,
we might not see it. We know what I think. We might not see it this weekend. Why I think we might not see it this weekend? Because they play at home. They will probably win. The only thing that we would see this
it's
weekend
not
is
guaranteed though. It's not guaranteed. They'll
Kingsley.
probably win, but it's not
They will
guaranteed. But
they will
let's see.
beat Spurs.
What happens if
Kingsley.
they lose? What
They
happens if
won't
they
they
lose?
won't lose. It's just like when you wake me up in the morning and say, "Oh, Chelsea is going to White say White Hart. Chelsea is going to play Tottenham, or Tottenham is coming to Stamford Bridge." I'll just tell you would win and go back to sleep. Yes, Arsenal is going to beat Tottenham, right? The reason I say they will beat, I know Tottenham has the best away form. The reason I say they will beat Tottenham is their house. Is a North London derby. Arteta always does well he's been doing well in derbies. In this is London, the London fights.
Hmm.
He hardly loses. He's going to pick up 3 points. City is going to Newcastle.
Hmm.
That is something
So
that
you're
nobody's
writing this
looking at.
down that this is a sure win for Arsenal.
Nothing is sure win in the Premier League, brother. As if we
That's
turn up,
exactly what I'm
you
saying.
don't
That's
turn up.
exactly what I'm
You
saying. You're
don't
making it
turn
sound
up.
like it's a sure
You don't
win.
turn up. Hey, you
That's
don't turn
exactly
up.
what. Thank you very much, Jared. This is exactly what we said about Sunderland.
That's what I heard about Sunderland
That's
game.
exactly how we sounded for Sunderland. We're all like, "Oh, why we come like Arsenal will beat Sunderland more than how many goals?" What happened when they went Sunderland? They drew. They
But
drew.
Sunderland is a strong
So,
side.
what do you mean by that?
A
What
strong
do you
side.
mean by that?
Sunderland is a strong
No,
side
but
at
what do you mean by that? Every single team in the Premier League is a strong side. You think you play Spurs and anything anything can happen.
true.
Anything can happen. This is exactly how people sounded with Liverpool.
But Kingsley, there's
Manchester
something.
United.
There was some that
People thought Liverpool coming to Manchester United coming to Anfield was going
mm,
to be a sure win for us.
for you.
What
Oh yes,
happened?
yes, 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 yes.
What happened in
It's-
that game?
you're right.
Anything can
You're right.
happen.
You're
It's
right. You're
whoever
right.
shows up on that day. Whoever shows up on that day has to
But
be
wo-
ready to play the
but
game. Because
but
anything
one
can happen.
yeah, but one thing I'll say is Ateta cannot be talking big about the title and not win this not London derby. Because anything that makes him not pick up 3 points, if you ask me, anything that makes him not pick up 3 points, he can't win the league. Kingsley, I'm the one telling. Yeah,
You
Kingsley,
can't see it. I
I'm
mean, these economic
serious.
statements that we are having
No,
is a bit
no,
scary.
no, Kingsley. See, there comes a point where you have to be serious with yourself, serious with what you are watching. You want to win the league. Show some credentials and credibility. You've had injury, fine, excuse. Don't give us excuse. Go there. They are coming to your house. Do the job, and let's move on. You are the one scrambling and shouting you want to win the league. This every year is your year, right? Every year is your year. Fine. Go do something. You can't tell me you want to win the league. I want to win the league. Oh, this Arteta has already bigged up the league like
Mm.
2 weeks ago that we can win the league. Then
Mhm.
Spurs comes to town and you cannot lay them down and give them some spanking. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve the title. If the scripts were turned, City had injuries. City was on top, right? They just drew the game away, and Spurs
Mhm.
was coming to the Etihad. Spurs is even a bigger threat to City than Tottenham to Spurs to Arsenal. I hope you know.
Yeah,
City traditionally struggle with Spurs. Guardiola will find a way, hook or crook, to win that game.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
He will win. He will just because he just has this. How do I say it now? That's why he's won the amount of titles he's won.
You'll
Because
find a way.
it's games like this where you show your credentials, you show your pedigree, right? Show up on the big day. Do you get? And to be honest with you, if I ask now, they need to turn up because Thomas Frank is under pressure. His fan base are become every you don't know when they will become toxic. He's under pressure. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get
Iken, I
what
said
you
Adara. He said, was that game at was that game at Emirates? Arsenal shows up during the big games, and there's extra motivation when it's at Emirates. This is a foregone 3 point. Let's stop expecting the impossible to happen. Ikena has a point there. That's what I'm. It's the same thing I'm saying. Like they should. This is a game where they should show up.
Yeah.
Do you get? Nothing is guaranteed, but they should show up and get the 3 points and move on. Do you get what I'm saying? Because why I even say they need to go show up and get the 3 points. City is going away to Newcastle. City's away form has been a bit dodgy. People are not looking at that, but it's dodgy. They can go to Newcastle low key and draw.
Yeah.
I know Newcastle fans will say, "Oh, when last did we beat City? We don't beat City. We don't do this. We don't do that." But brother, it's in this kind of game that
You show up.
Newcastle fans would show up, and Newcastle
Mhm.
needs to start picking up points because they are in the trenches now, right? They are down below. They need to start looking up. They keep looking down. They need to start looking up and moving up that table. Dara said no, but I have watched Arsenal a lot this season. I don't think it's impossible at all. That's impossible to beat them. Their main weapon, the main weapon for Arsenal has always been set piece, right? So regardless of the injury they have, they still have their
Season.
set, they still have their set piece merchants there. The people that will put the ball into the box, Declan
Hmm.
Rice and Saka are still having. Because from every set piece, the key ingredients, what is it? A good delivery.
Yeah.
Good delivery. You have Saka there. You have Declan Rice there. The delivery is still good. You just need somebody to nod it inside the net. And trust me, there are a lot of people that can do that job. A lot. We don't even need Gabriel to do that job. Right? The only thing I know is that their defense will no more be as solid as it was.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can say of this weekend's game. Is not going to be as solid as it was, right? I know that 15 goals they wanted to do Chelsea, whatever. I don't think they can break it with Gabriel missing for 2 months. They won't be able to break it. It's just impossible.
So, what
It's
are
my
your
it's my
expectations
thing.
for Newcastle City?
My expectation for Newcastle City, I don't know, but Haaland is just, I don't know, that boy just annoys me. I love him, but he annoys me. He annoys me. Yes, he annoys me because he's not on my team. Right? He's not on my team. He's on a different. He's wearing a different blue. Do you get? That's why he annoys me. But I love him as a player and what he does. I appreciate what he does because he doesn't used to see. He see chance to score. He doesn't use
Mhm.
it to play. He doesn't use it to play.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So he said league form, league position means nothing in a derby game. That's also true. I agree with that too. What do you think about that?
I agree with that too as well. It means nothing. At the end of the day,
There'll be blood and sweat.
it is going to be tough regardless. So
It's going to be
it means
tough, but
nothing.
but
It's whoever shows up on that day.
true. But who play? You know what I think of now. Who plays first? Because this is important. Does City play first?
Newcastle City play goes first. That's
Ah,
happening on Saturday, and then
their own is
um
on Sunday.
Arsenal Spurs is on Sunday.
Oof, Kingsley, the pressure is more. You know, I
It's
say the
more
pressure.
more when you're playing after, right?
Oh, the pressure is more. You know why? Best case scenario: City goes to
Mhm.
Newcastle and beat Newcastle. Let's say 3-1. The gap is what? 1 point.
Mhm.
Arsenal can falter.
No, that's true.
With 1 point, there's more pressure. Do you get? Because if even if you get a draw, that's still 2 points,
Mhm.
right? But if it's that City goes to Newcastle and draw, then Arsenal will now take their time to beat Tottenham. I think so.
So what if
So
they win? What if City wins?
the pressure is more. To be honest, it's a the pressure is more pressure on that Sunday, right? We the neutrals will just sit down with our stuff. Two enemies. We don't take us now. These days we are friends. We say we are London against London, but we're selling to each other, friends with each other at the back. Do you get what I'm saying?
I also agree with Dara. Like not
Yeah.
so long ago, Forest were challenging for a top place, team speaking. Now they are bottom of the
Bottom of the barrel.
bottom of the table, struggling, and that also concerns me because I don't like
Mm.
playing bottom of the table teams, especially Nottingham
Des-
Forest, given how
desperation.
tired they win, how critical it is for them
Desperation.
to win. It almost feels like they'll do all they can not to lose, even when, even
Pay
when
EPC Kingsley, what does it profit them to come to Anfield and attack you? It
it
doesn't
probably
profit.
they just want a point.
They don't
Because
sit back. Why? Why?
if they get a point, it's 10. They just move up,
They
right?
move up.
They
So
move
why
up
will he
depending on
come
what
and
West Ham do. They try to move up. So
Jordan? Why will he come and poke the beer? There's no point for that. Just sit down. Allow the beer do
there's no
whatever he
point.
wants to do.
There really is no point.
Yeah. So that's it. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's dicey, but we see. We see. I'm really the game. Chelsea is going to Burnley, right? We as Chelsea fans, I don't know what AB feels about. Maybe I'll get AB's input on this, but like I told you before, the characteristics of my club currently.
Mm.
AB might not agree with me, but I'll say it. This is a game where we should go to Burnley and win. But I will tell you this: if Burnley does five at the back, Maresca will struggle. Because to me, all season, like even from last season, he's not had a concrete response when teams match that his five
Mhm.
and there's no spare man,
Mhm.
right? He really does not have any response, right? Say Kingsley, calm down. Forest plus West Ham plus Sunderland plus this plus that. You can see, is it for Liverpool?
It's not guaranteed.
Let me now deduct.
It's not guaranteed.
Wait
It's
now.
not
Let's do
guaranteed.
the let's do the math.
It's not
Sweet
guaranteed.
16,
But
sweet
I
16
hope
points,
so. I hope
sweet
so.
16 points, sweet 16 points minus Sunderland. Because you drop points to Sunderland. I can tell you now.
When we're at home
Kingsley, you can drop points to Sunderland at home.
at
Yes.
Anfield.
Why I say you can drop points to Sunderland, you know why? Your
Right.
coach, the number one excuse your coach has been giving all season, what is it? Set
It
piece.
depends on when we play Sunderland. If we're playing them during AFCON time, absolutely not. We'll dissect them.
Oh, because they'll be weak.
They'll be weak. I assume,
They'll be
but
weak. They'll be
we'll
weak.
see.
Because
We'll see.
they'll lose
I
like
don't know
maybe
why we're
four
scared of
games.
Sunderland. Sunderland will still
You
drop
should be
off.
scared.
They will drop
Okay.
off. They will drop off.
Okay. They will
They will
drop
drop off.
off. Is what
It's
we keep
not.
saying.
I
They will
think
drop
one thing
off.
we need
They
to
will drop off.
understand is what they are looking like. They're looking like a team that will stay in the
Mm.
league,
They are super
but
organized.
they're not a team that will win the league. They're not a team that will be top four. They're a team that you see what Nottingham Forest. You see this form that they are going on
It's
is
the
the
same
same
thing.
form that
Forest
Nottingham
did.
Forest had last season.
Leave them.
We've
Leave
seen this before.
leave them.
Yes, okay,
They
okay,
get
okay. They
tired.
look good. They look good. They look good. This will not last. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
they will do good enough to maybe be top 10 or good enough to
Top
not be
seven. Top
or
seven.
good enough not to not be in the relegation zone. I see them staying up this season, but
Mm.
anything can happen. Anything can happen. So
Okay. If you say, yeah, yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Um, so news came out. Anyways, news came out this week that the Premier League are in discussions to put a salary cap
mhm.
on clubs. 550 million pounds salary cap.
So
What
you can pay
your whole squad,
your whole squad more
your
than that.
total salary cap per year cannot be more than that. So what do you think? Because currently, let me now tell you, currently the people that are close to that 550, do you know the two clubs?
Man City and
Mm.
Liverpool. No, Man City and wait. Let me think. Man City and Liverpool. No,
Chelsea.
no. Chelsea, Chelsea.
I was surprised.
I'm surprised Chelsea. Chelsea, I'm like,
I
I thought
was
you guys don't
surprised.
really pay.
I don't know. I'm a bit confused because
Oh,
probably
you have to
Chilwell, Sterling,
explain Chilwell. Is Chilwell still there?
we're paying his salary now.
Oh, you're still paying. Okay,
He's
okay.
on. We're paying most of it anyways, but he's the other club is paying a smaller salary, but we cover the rest, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, okay. I understand. But anyways, I don't think that there should be. I don't think there should be a salary cap, regardless, right? I think if you think of other sports, right, like basketball or some of these other sports, I don't really think there's a. I don't know personally. I don't know personally, but I don't really think there's a salary cap, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, why put a salary cap? What are they trying to prevent? Are they trying to prevent certain clubs from having like an advantage in a sense, right? So that's the only thing that goes on in my mind, right? That's the only thing that goes on in my mind. I just feel like pay people what you feel like they deserve, right? Pay people well. We can't be putting salary caps in sports that much.
the
Although
pro-
we expect that most of these players will get their pay from sponsorships and brand deals, but
mm,
not everybody will get their pay from sponsorship and brands. And this salary cap might
mm.
call for a certain level of, you people will say Kingsley's back again, but it might call for a certain level of abuse that I don't
What
want.
what kind of abuse?
Because if you cap clubs that this is
Uh,
how much you can pay, only
yeah.
God knows what kind of contracts will be offering players.
Uzi guys on 10K, 10K
10K
a week.
a week, 5K a week.
Hustlers,
Like, hey,
hustlers.
there's a
Hey,
salary cap. It will be the excuse of everything.
every
Oh, yeah,
club.
we cannot pay this guy more than that because there's a salary cap. I'm already at the salary
Oh
cap.
my God.
They give you
Yeah,
5K to
yeah,
play.
giving Chelsea more power to pay people them.
You're giving your weapon, you're basically arming clubs and you're
Yeah.
giving them more weapons to underpay these players. I don't think there
Mm.
should be a salary cap. In fact,
United too, the three clubs.
I think there should
United
be a salary
as United,
minimum.
City and Chelsea.
I think there should be a
Um
salary minimum that don't pay any player below this. Then there should be a
why?
salary cap. Guy, do you know what
In
it means to
other
be an
in other leagues, in other sports, especially in the US, they have salary cap. In La Liga, they have salary
really?
cap.
There's a
But the
salary cap
problem,
in
the
the US,
problem,
in other
no,
sports.
yes, there is now.
Okay, let me check. Let me
I
check.
think
Let me
so.
check.
I think so.
Let me check.
But I think La Liga has salary cap. Does that cap include manager? I think so. Staffs and everything. I think so. Oh no, 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 no. Squad. I think it's only for the players. The salary cap is for players. Do you get what I'm saying? The salary cap is for players. Um, yeah. Salary cap is for players, but I think one of the
Okay, there's a salary cap actually. There's a salary cap in basketball.
I
I wanted
told
to
you.
see.
I
You're
told you.
actually right.
So,
NBA
what?
has a salary cap. It's
Yeah,
a soft cap though. Like
yeah.
teams can exceed it, although they'll face like penalties, like
Fines. Yeah,
taxes
yeah,
and
yeah,
restrictions. The
yeah,
salary cap is a limit on the team's total player payroll,
yeah.
determined by percentage of the league's revenue each season.
Season. Yeah.
So I see what you're
So
saying.
now, that's even different because that one is the league's revenue season, which is still okay. So if we make more, salary cap increases, which is good. But this one, if you are just capping it at 550 million,
Oh, I see what you're
you get a
saying.
solid cap. That's not really
Yeah,
good.
compared to the league's revenue each season,
Yeah, you
right?
see, yeah, you exactly. That's what I was about to say. You see what was happening in La Liga and other all of them. Like it just feels like they're
Yeah,
scrapping for peanuts. The
that's
league
it.
is barely going by. People, do you get?
Yeah.
There's no business. There's nothing,
I don't think there should
right?
be a salary. Honestly, me, I
Yeah,
completely disagree that there should be a salary cap.
I don't think
It
so
does not
too.
make
It
sense.
makes it less competitive.
Makes it less competitive. It
Yeah,
brings a chance for players to be underpaid because teams will. But I'm telling you, see,
so many people, your
you
team
give
included.
my team included. I see. I love my team, but
Yeah.
they are not. Our owners are moving crazy sometimes. Like teams will use this as an excuse, right?
Mm,
To say
yeah.
we are
Oh,
trying
we don't.
according to our policy,
Mm.
we are trying not to exceed our salary cap.
Cap. That would be the main excuse on every
That would
clause
be
found.
what would be their negotiation tactic for
It's
every single player
yeah.
contract.
Say how much
Oh,
you want? 200. Say, oh no, no,
now
no. We have
according
a
to our
salary
salary
cap.
cap, nah, we don't want
70K,
to. We try to
70K
be.
a week.
In fact, you know the crazy thing they'll do. Oh,
Well,
this we are trying to be 70% below.
this
We are trying to be this percentage
of
below
the
the salary
salary
cap.
cap.
Yeah, we are trying to be 20% off the salary cap.
Salary cap.
That's our
That's
policy, so
what they
we don't get
probably
any
do. Yeah.
fines. So that will be the. I don't think it's a good idea. I
It's
don't think it's
not
a good idea.
actually. It's not. It's not. It's not
What people are
because
just
you.
saying,
Yeah.
if the Prem ends up with a salary cap, the league will eventually drop below La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and
Yeah.
that is like going to say try to turn our beautiful game into a US sport. Give the
No.
salary cap to them. But
Because of
exactly,
US owners, but
I
but
don't
the
know why
funny thing is
they are
that
pushing for this.
20 clubs are going to vote for it tomorrow, right? And they need 14
These
clubs.
capitalists are coming into the
14
Prem
they need 14 clubs,
to say
right?
yes.
To say yes. But the Magnifico. But the key thing now is that
Mhm.
in terms of the salary cap, you need 14 to vote. But now you already have three clubs that
Mhm.
already they are hitting the salary cap like this. United, Chelsea are close, and City, right? I can't remember,
Mhm.
but I think those are the three. They are close. Do you think those three clubs will agree to go for salary cap? I don't think so. They
I
won't.
don't think
The
so.
people that will want the salary cap are the smaller clubs. The smaller clubs will want it because what does that mean? It reduces their own argument is that it reduces the gap. It's just like how they brought in this fair play rule and fair play, all this fair play nonsense and all this spending stuff that you can point deduction. Everybody's scared now to spend.
Yeah.
Is good. It's good in terms of sustainability,
Yeah.
but I think that is as far as we should take it. We should not cap and cap here, cap there.
It's a bad idea.
We're capping the game.
It's a
The
bad idea.
totally bad.
It's a bad idea.
He said,
Yes, actually, I didn't even think of
make,
this point.
make players go to
Salary
Saudi.
cap,
Oh
it
my
can make
days.
players go to yes.
Yes,
For
another big
other
league.
big leagues,
What
I'm telling you,
what other big league
the
is there?
moment you bring in this salary cap,
Yeah,
it will cascade into so many things. Number one, this US owners are coming into the Premier
yeah,
League.
they are spoiling it actually.
This is what they are trying to do.
Mm.
They are trying to make sure they
They don't
don't pay
spend
players
much.
too much,
They make
but they
higher
make
profits.
higher profits. They are trying to increase their profit margins,
That's it.
make so much money and pay these guys less, right? And
That's
make
it.
it so difficult for
Yeah.
people to earn well, earn a lot of
Mm.
money. In
Yeah.
other words, that means only the big superstars,
Mm.
right, make so much money, right?
Mm.
And then the guys that are even putting trying to do their best will not be making that much pay off of this
Yeah.
game. I'm telling you, this is what's going to be happening. And these guys will be getting mad profit margins. I don't think
That's it. He
makes
only
sense.
favors the owners of clubs, the chairmen, and all these
It
guys,
favors
right?
them to have a salary cap because you
FSG,
tell
Todd
them this is
Bowley.
this is your salary cap, and the
Mm.
club is earning way above that salary cap in terms
Before
of
you know it,
payroll.
they'll start
What
to.
will make them want to break the salary cap and get
They
fined?
won't. They
Nothing.
won't.
The salary
Nothing.
cap, in fact, pushes for them to not even pay more. It pushes for
Mm.
them to stay at 30% below salary cap, 60, no, 60%, like 30%, 20% below that salary cap. I'm telling you,
Mm.
it's a bad idea. And
It's
it's not,
bad.
I don't
It's
know, I don't
bad.
know, I don't know. I don't support it. I don't support it. I don't support it. I don't support it. Magnifico is saying, but low-key, you guys want Serie A to be back to the old days. I liked it. Don't want Serie A to be back to old days. But
I say
anyway,
when I couldn't sleep. But did you before we give our final thought? Did you guys see the news? FIFA released the poster, the World Cup poster, and Ronaldo was not in it. I think I saw
mm,
this in passing. Ronaldo was not in it, and they faced like backlash, and they
mm,
pulled the poster back. Like Ronaldo's picture was not part of the players.
yeah, I heard you
But
said.
but Messi, I think Messi was there and some other guys. So people are like, why is Ronaldo? No, Ronaldo has his dogs now, his
He has a
fans, his
huge
fan
following.
base.
Huge
People
following.
huge FIFA faced a huge backlash. They pulled down the picture. I think they've given it back to their designer. Brother, add Ronaldo's copy and paste Ronaldo's face in there, please.
Mm.
What do you think? Should we Should it be at this level where we are complaining that a brother's picture is not there?
I see what you're saying. I think
Yeah.
I see why the fan base, Ronaldo fan base, will be disrespected. You know,
Mm,
given how goated he is, you know, in terms of the sport, you know, you can't make a poster and not include him, right? World
yeah.
Cup or not, World Cup or
Mm.
not. I don't know if it was a poster of just people that have won the World Cup, but
No,
then
players,
if it's
play
a poster
different
of just,
players.
if it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
poster of just players,
Players going to the World Cup.
then it's disrespectful because, of course, Ronaldo has done a lot for the sport
The
when it
goal.
comes to making the sport feel global, when it comes to
And I think Messi's
everything
face was
about
in
his
front.
career.
Messi's
Everything
face
about his career.
was one of the people in front.
I think it's not cool. I think it's
Yeah.
not cool.
Sad. Anyways, he say Ronaldo hasn't won the World Cup yet. He needs to he need, he needs to win it to be on a poster. LOL.
That's crazy.
Anyways, what are your final thoughts?
My final thought, I think we spoke about a lot of things, but let me take it
So
step by step.
many.
First thing
Yeah.
is Liverpool in the title race. I
Yeah.
think the title race is still open, right? We
Mhm.
can't really
Yeah.
say this is the team that will win the title,
Hmm.
although Arsenal are favorites to win the title. And I still think that they might go ahead to win it because they
Hmm.
have everything that they need. They have the
To
squad
win
depth,
it.
they
Yeah.
have they have a stable team, and
Mm.
really they are people that are in form and they are playing. To me, they are playing really well as a team. They might not
Mm-hmm.
be playing the fanciest football out there, but they are
Mm.
finding ways to win through set pieces and other strategies and tactics that they have.
Dark
So,
arts. Mm-hmm.
that being said, I don't
Mm.
really see us winning the title, but our priority is to get into the top four, get into
Mm.
top four, and then if there's still time and we're
Mhm.
close enough to the top and we can really go for it, right, without affecting the other competitions that we are in,
Okay.
we can do it. But if getting into the top, okay, look at it this way: if we're in the Champions League, we're actually making progress in the Champions League. We might
Mm.
actually win it in terms of not actually. We are in the semi-finals,
You can
trying to
win
get
it.
to
It's
the final
possible.
and can win it,
Then
and
you
then you're
focus
playing
on
on
that.
title race. To
No,
me,
doesn't make
these
sense.
priorities don't make sense. We won it
Priorities
last
change.
season.
Yeah.
Focus on when a competition that actually makes sense. And
Mm.
then for the North London Derby, I think it's going to be a good test. It's going to be a good litmus test for Arsenal
For us now, yeah.
to see truly if this squad depth really, really is solid,
We're going
right?
to try them and test them.
We will find out. We will find out
Mm.
on Sunday to see what the squad depth is about. But I really, really think that most likely they will survive because Arsenal at the Emirates, like I always say every stream, they're a different kind of Arsenal. And me facing them at the Emirates, I already assume that it's going to be like an L for me. So we'll see. And also with this salary cap, I completely disagree with it. Those are my final thoughts.
Yeah. Foxy say looks like it will be DR Congo versus Jamaica to decide who goes to the World Cup. Wow. I would have
Wow.
liked to see both of them. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, final thoughts for me would be personally, I don't think Liverpool is in this title race. They're in the
Mhm.
top four race, but like everyone has said, you cannot really see. Anything can happen. This is why we love the sports, right? But based on current form, and what the table is saying and current form, I would say no. But things can change, right? Injuries could happen here. People could go through their own trials, right? And we'll see what happens. For the North London Derby, I want to see what happens. I'm curious to see those new guys step in. I want to see the person that's going to replace Gabriel, how he does, right? How does Arsenal, how do they take the next 2 to 3 games in terms of the mentality? Is the mentality I'm looking at now in terms of their mentality. They've drawn Sunderland. Injuries are there. Is this
Mhm.
a roadblock? The team should be matured enough at this point in time to push forward. They have the experience of being in the title race. They've been in it for 3 years running. This is the time to step up. Saka and these guys, this is the time, right? So we'll see what happens. For City, I still think they face a tough test going away to Newcastle, right? We'll see what happens with them. But apart from that, yeah, we'll see.
Okay. All right, thank you guys for joining our live. Shout out to Foxy, Dara, Magnifico. Today we are seeing the tag, so I'm just going to call people that I can recognize.
AB, Ikena,
AB,
Jordan,
Ikena, every single person that came in the
Dorcas,
live.
yeah,
Thank you guys so much. Even Harvey came too
Abby,
briefly.
yeah,
Thank you
Abby,
guys for
yeah.
joining our live. Our live 5:30 p.m. CST every day. If you're new here, please subscribe to our channel. we're actually very, very close to 3K subscribers. I can't even believe it. We're really close. So please double check if you subscribe and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys. Like this video and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're streaming from. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Au revoir.